Hello, everyone. Well, well, well. Well, children. No, I didn't do my hair, obviously. I washed it and conditioned it, though. Don't we have ourselves a little conundrum? Well, I know y'all saw what happened down in Alabama when y'all tried to attack our elderly. And he's an officer of the law. I got to get my light because this thing going to keep going in and out. And I don't like that. Hold on, because I want to have to keep cutting this tea every time it go dark. Maybe if I put that light on. No, that's not working either. Ow. All right, tighten back up. I'm sure. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't even plug this up over here. Where's my plug? Oh, why? In the cross. Be my glory. Here it is. All right. You gon' stop playing with me today. I know I got this angle at the wrong angle. Because, ouch. I ain't used the thing in a long time. And I forgot how to angle it. I think that's right. Why do you keep doing that? Oh, all right. So anyway, we good already. All right. I think that's the right angle. That's why I did that, because one false move and that lighting goes. Look, what's the matter with you? Sometimes you gotta unplug it and plug it back in. Oh, I gotta hang this. I bought all 3 of them. Because listen, the fan is a fan. So it's not even that, because they got like blue ones, red ones, white ones, light blue, dark blue, all type of different ones. But it's just that black one that has that particular design. Everybody kept asking me, oh, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? So I'm telling them. And they went and then they bought all of them. Because it's like, it's black and it had that design on it. Like, what's so special about that design? I just bought it because it had the bling bling on it. And most of my stuff have the little bling bling on it. So I guess that's why they bought it, right? Anyway. So anyway. Okay, let's do this. Because I don't know what's the matter with the lighting. Other than I got it like, maybe it's too close or something. I ain't gonna see none of this anyway. Gonna be cut out. So it don't matter. So it don't even matter. I think the light is supposed to be on me though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the light's supposed to shine on me, not hang over the top of my thing, if I'm not mistaken. All right, it's supposed to be on me. Hello, everyone. Damn it, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. All right, let me see if I shaved good enough. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. I didn't put nothing on my hair. Against my own rule. Ouch. All right. But it smells good. Okay, so since you are staying light for a few minutes, child. All right, now you're about, oh, so it's like if I move something. Oh, I got it. Hello, everyone. Yep, 8 minutes is about the time that I stop my foolery to really start my video. So I guess you've seen what happened down in Alabama. I made a video. I forget what number it is, but it's the first one when you come on my channel. It's 3 hours long. Yeah, it's supposed to be a half hour, but, you know, it didn't turn out that way. If you just watch a half hour at a time, you're good, because it basically talks about, you know, the white people in America and how they're not really white, because you're not. You're just black people without pigmentation. And, you know, they gave us different races as time went on. Same thing with the Hispanics and the Irish and the Okay. So one race became multiple races. I hate when this does this. So a black man got jumped in Alabama. Needlessly foolish. I've been there all this time and I didn't see it. Needlessly, foolishly. I was eating cashew nuts. They're good for you, you know. Here it is. Here's one of the scenes. Of course, I was watching Roller Martin. Here's a scene with this lady right here in green. This is her on the boat. And you can see several officers because they have on blue. This one has on blue. This one has on blue, and it says police. Right? Here they go again. Here's a better picture. Blue. All in blue, and it says police. And here her coming down here. Super Saver Ho. I don't know who she coming to fight. But this white lady and the other white lady in the green, they coming in there because they're going to swear they didn't fight nobody. They weren't a part of it. Their husbands were doing everything. And so now we have, but in every scene, you see blue shirts and you see police on the scene. So there was no reason for them to be in between and in betwixt doing a damn thing. But every scene, you see them in between instead of sitting the fuck down somewhere. So here both of them are again. Again. And you see the blue, 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 blue. You see the other people all around here. You see them. Now, where's the lady that was, and here's officer in the black. There's a white officer here. Here's some people that were fighting them that originally came over to fight them before the police got there. And here she is. She done ran off the boat, jumped off the boat, and ran over here by her husband. Here's the guy that was originally, they jumped, this guy, talking to the lady in red. Again, all the blue, 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 blue. There's some in black that's here. There's some the people that were, again, there's no reason for this lady to be on the scene because she was on the boat. Remember the first one I showed you? She, when I took these pictures, this is the order that I took them in. She was originally on this boat. This is her in the green, leaning on the boat, leaning over, talking to the officers. So she inserted herself in this scene to stand by her husband. Her husband was one of the one in the green shorts that attacked the man. And so here's the man with the ripped shirt. I'm sorry, him right here. This is him talking to the lady in the red. Okay. She also got into a fight with that lady in the red because the lady in the green, she'll say, I was just going up there to stop my husband and to stop them from fighting. Because in the very, very first scene, that's literally what she did. She said, hold on, guys, don't do anything. Don't do anything. But then she started swinging. Yeah, she was swinging too. And so here's a scene where you see this lady right here. I don't know who she is. She got on a blue shirt. I don't think she's a police on. Her shirt is not blue and khaki, and she got blonde hair. She threw the lady in the water. The other lady, the other white lady that had on the all white. So there were three white ladies that I noticed that stood out. One had on purple, one had on the green, and one had on white. And she wound up going in the water. Now, the one that wound up going in the water jumped on a couple of men, and a man was punching on her. And then he realized that's a woman, and he stopped. Well, she took over. And she started fighting the lady with the white. Once he realized it was a woman, she was like, no, that's okay. I got her. And then she wailed on her and threw her ass in the water. Because when you in the fight, you're not turning, and somebody jump on you, you turn around and you swing. You know, I don't fight, so I wouldn't know these things. I fight with my words. Okay. And so, there's more scuffle buffle going on right here. But again, you see the police are there. And that's why I'm showing these pictures. Police are there. They didn't get there in enough time to stop there were 6 white people that were jumping the guy. So they didn't get there in enough time. And then here's the boat. Here's the boat that they got on. Now, this wasn't the boat that caused the problem. This was a boat that they went and got on. So they done took their boat, wrapped it up and put it in the way of the charter boat that was supposed to dock and let people on and off, and then went and got on this other party boat. Ain't that about a bitch? Well, white people. But here's the remnants of the splashing from when she threw this motherfucker in the water. Okay. Why am I showing this video? And then here, him. He's running because he's still trying to come and get into the throes of the action. All right. Why am I showing this video? On my 3-hour video, and I time-stamped it. I took the time. It took me a week to do it, but I took the time to time-stamp it because nobody got time to sit down and watch a 3-hour video. It took me days and hours to even make the video because the video is really about what I say it was about, who we are, right? Because we're all one race. The United States decided to call us different races of people so that they could say, y'all gonna have money, y'all gonna have privilege, you not gonna have privilege, they are gonna have privilege, these people are gonna advance, and these people are not. And it was gonna be based on race. Okay. And so I wanted to show you the maps that I have drawn up, pulled up, and the maps, because I make video in this map, and especially this map. And I make videos and I say things, and then I have to come back and explain why I'm saying the things I'm saying are not because of race. It's just because of what happened in the history of this country and why it's fair and why it's not fair. Because I don't want a lot of, African and Haitians and Cubans and people with hues like mine to say, yeah, but our skin is dark. Why should they get and we not get? And I specifically brought up this map. This right here. This is the census for the United States. This 2-page census. Yeah. You know why? Because this literally is March 1964 census. And the census back then, the census now, it's pages and pages and pages. They've combined it down to look like to something like this. This is not the census, but it's a part of the census, but this is not our census. But it's got more races in it. It's got more countries in it like this. Back then, the census looked like this in the 60s. And it listed it by who owned farm, who didn't own farm, white race, black race, and then other. Right. So when I come on and I make a video and I say they took our land, they took our heritage, this is what I'm telling you. We owned more land than white people in the 60s. I was born in 67. So I want to show you why I'm saying the things that I'm saying and keep it simple. You can go and look this up. You can go and pull this up. This is the 1964, March 1964 United States census for anybody in the population who was 1 year old of age or older. Based on your type of residence of population, 1 year old or older, by mobility status, region of residence in 1963, and color. See, we weren't even races back then. The motherfuckers, we was just color. But people tell me that these laws changed back in the 1800s. No, they didn't. They were still calling us color. In this rate, I'm not gonna go into it. But we had land, and this is the proof. And then and I showed you this one, and I said in New Jersey, most black people hadn't even migrated to this country because there was only 7.7% black people here in New Jersey that migrated from the north up here. So how can half of New Jersey, all the black people in New Jersey, be entitled to reparations? You can't. Because most of y'all motherfuckers didn't migrate till later on. In 2000, we got the population, black population is 14.4%. So you 14.4% are entitled to reparations. Only half of it. Because motherfuckers was here. We didn't grow from this to this. Y'all immigrants came to New Jersey. Right? So I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just saying there's people that came here, that were slaves, that came here back in the year 1790 to 2000. Those that were here, our ancestors were here in 1790. Not all of y'all. All of y'all started to come. Where's 1960s? 1960 is as 8.5%, but in the double digits, 1970, which is right around the time, 1970, 1980, when the numbers jumped. So you got, and I'll start at 1960. I will start at 1960. It's not true, but immigrants started to come in small numbers in 1960. Got 8.5, and then in 1970 you got 10.7, and then in 1980 you got 12.6. You see how the population is starting to grow and grow and grow and grow, but before that it was stagnant. It started at 7.7, and it stayed that way, and it's all the way to 8.5 from 1790 all the way to 1950. Just short 200 years. It stayed at 7.7, and it only grew to 8.5. That's because we weren't letting people into the country at high levels of immigrants weren't allowed into the country. So I'm pointing it out to you, because black and white. I'm not being sarcastic. Y'all asses wasn't allowed into this country in great numbers. Jamaicans, I know, because my sisters, they were marrying men to stay in this country. They ain't married no Jamaicans either. They married them goddamn Indians. They gave them $10,000. And one of my sisters married somebody from El Salvador. And one married an Indian. Gave him $10,000. And that was back in the day, back in the 80s. I ain't marrying nobody to stay in this country. Not a damn soul. Like I said in my other video, I have a price, but there's some things you can't pay me for. That's one of them. You could never pay. If you offer me $1 billion, the answer is no. I'm not getting no citizenship through marriage. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This is not what this video is about. But this tells you who owned the bulk of the farmland in the United States in the 60s. Now, how the fuck, if we were slaves, how the fuck did we get all this land back in this farmland? How did we get more farmland than white people back in the 60s? How did black people get more farmland? Please tell me that. Because, see, this land was left to us. This is our heritage. And so when I hear people say, oh, you didn't have nothing, they didn't have nothing. Yes, we did. And then not only does it break it down, it breaks it down by state, by region, and residence. And it has north, east, north, central, south, and west. It covers the whole of the United States. I mean, I don't understand. So I do my homework before I come on and I make my video and say what I'm saying. And here's the point of this video and why I started it out with the white people who decided take it upon themselves and jump our elderly officer. First of all, don't be jumping on an officer, period, because he was doing his job. Don't jump on officers that do the job. The ones that out there being corrupt, y'all scared of them motherfuckers. Them the ones you need to jump on, beat the fuck out of. But secondly, don't be coming for our black men. What? Don't be coming for our black men, and you think 4 or 5 of y'all just gonna jump motherfuckers right in front of us, and we just gonna sit there and let you? No. I showed this map in the other video, and you see where I in the video that's 3 hours long. Again, it's got timestamps, but do you see the part where it says green? They got this part right here, says green mostly, and how the black people in that area are 80% or more black alone, just black alone, not mixed with anything. And then the rest of the map, this whole map of the United States, Hawaii is, and you know, Hawaii and Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia. Excuse me. I have got my allergies again. I have an incense going. Oh, it smells so delicious. But it's gagging me. But it smells delicious. All right. You see the map? Now, this map came from Wikipedia. You can go and get this one too. In the video, if you hit the link, this pops up. So I put notes and everything so y'all can play. Now, there's one map. I think it was this one. It was either this one that didn't pop right up, or this one. And this one popped up, I think. One of the maps didn't pop up. I think it was this one. But that's why that's why I read it out to tell you. No, this one, I think this one came up. But one of them didn't come up, but I actually just read the name in the video, so you can pull it up that way. But I told y'all, we are not 13% of the company. Now, this map says 14.2. So I guess some more people, black people, must have added themselves to the census. But this shows black people all across America, District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and Hawaii. I told y'all, we are 80% of the people in this country. And if we wanted to whoop y'all motherfucking asses and kill y'all would have been some dead motherfuckers way before now. Hispanics, Asians, whites, y'all all been dead. But we don't want to kill y'all. We are, first of all, we're not racist. We're not racist. We love people. We love different races of people. Jewish people, we're not racist. We have no reason to be racist. We have no reason to be hateful. That's bullshit y'all started in y'all cultures. We didn't start that. And then DeSantis came out with this video, and this black foolish lady, and everybody was covering it, and Roland Martin was covering it. I didn't do a video about it, and I made a comment that I'm not going to do a video about it, and I'm not. Because I said, the reason I'm not doing a video about them saying the thing they said about slavery and that we learn trades is because it took the conversation away from reparations. And we were all just starting to come around to reparations. What were we coming around about reparations? Yes, it is due. When people were starting to say, well, you know, it really is. It really is true. It is due. And they didn't like that. Rich people didn't like that. See, the people that are rich in the government that know that they should do this, they just don't want to share the wealth. And the wealth of this country has to be shared with everybody. Oh, they're on drugs. And I already told you, a person that's on drugs that knows that they can take their money and do more than get high with it, they'll go into recovery and do other stuff with their money. But if they know all they got is just this one little check and can't do nothing with it, it's just enough to keep you poor. That's why they're getting high with it. It's not enough to do anything with. Is that going to apply to everybody? Or are we going to lose like 0.03% of people will take the check and get high with it and overdose? Yes, but they're going to overdose and they won't be getting the check anymore. But what about everybody else? You don't not do something because a minute part of the population might use drugs and die. Maybe they won't use drugs. But realistically, some people will use drugs. Some people will die. Yeah. But the bulk of the people will not use drugs. The bulk of the people in America will not die. And there's immigrants that have been here that have paid their taxes for 10 years, paid into the tax system, and they deserve those money for the people checks just like the rest of us. They may not get a one-time payment for reparations because they don't have somebody in this country that has that was a slave and they don't qualify or deserve the one payment of $1.5 million for this country taking our land and our heritage and our culture and raping us and using us as baby factories. They weren't a part of that. I'm sure it happened to their ancestors too, but it didn't happen in America. So, American government shouldn't pay you for that. And there's some Africans and Haitians here and Jamaicans here that it happened to them in their country of origin. You got to get that from there. America can't pay reparations to everybody. It can only pay reparations for the slaves that it bought illegally. You cannot have bought slaves legally in this country in the 1800s because slavery was abolished 1778 or 1779 worldwide. So the slaves that were bought and sold were done through piracy. That was illegal, and that's the fuck why you owe us. That is not the slavery that Thomas Sowell is talking about. And see, this is what I'm talking about when you try to redo history. About taught us skills. You white motherfuckers didn't know nothing about fashion. What y'all talking about? You motherfuckers that came from Spain and you Vikings that decided to go against your government and come over here and to establish a colony over here, and you Germans and Russians that decided to become pirates and come over here, and you from Europe, y'all motherfuckers didn't know nothing about growing anything in this climate. Y'all got that shit from the natives and from the Africans that y'all stole. Fuck you talking about? That's why it's our patents. Those are our patents that were made. Black people's patents, Native Americans' patents. What's some people called? Those beautiful people. They got those beautiful, beautiful blue eyes and that gorgeous golden skin. The Colombians, bitch. But before they were Colombians, they were something else. Oh God, I can't think of what they were. That's their shit. Before when the lands were all one land, and though them and the Africans and the Asians and the natives, they used to trade. Back when before Asian skins was light, the Asians were black. The first wall, the wall of China, that was built by the African, the black African emperor, because that Chinese emperor was black. That's where fashion came from. Fuck y'all talking about? That's where blacksmithing came from. Fuck you talking about? Crazy out your mind. That was taught and passed out to them people before there was such a thing called the United States. Y'all, please go read your fucking history. Y'all, this sounds stupid. Anyway, we are all over this motherfucker. We are not on this census. Do you see this green? This green 80%. Oh, if you think that in here it's only what rate? This one right here, this color right here is 10%. And then it goes down to 5%, 2%, and then less than 1%. If you think that we in here and we look like this, I'm here to tell you, we look more like this up in here than you think. We are not 14%. But on your census, we're going to be 14%. Oh, Lord. The thing is, it's like as soon as they register to vote, then you know where they are, right? So my thing that I would say to my Black brothers and sisters, okay, is we only need enough of you to register to vote to take over the Congress and the states and the courts and the police stations from these motherfucking that's trying to sell out the United States. We don't need all of y'all to register to vote. Oh, Lord. I mean, they may not like it, but so what? You know, because we don't care about people wanting to have their culture. You know, we don't care about people wanting to have their, I mean, we don't like people messing with kids. You got to die if you want to mess with somebody's kids. Having sex and raping them and stuff. And we don't care if somebody wants to be gay or queer or lesbian or bisexual or dress how they want to dress. We don't care. We love the gay community. Let them do you. Unless you want to, try and mess with us. But that's not them overall. That's just a few people trying to be, but that's a dangerous thing, because the support for the LGBTQ community worldwide is still not a big thing. They still face a lot of discrimination. So when you have people like that guy who said that, or I guess he's a transgender, but transgender woman. So when you have people like her saying things like that, anyway, so let's keep growing and moving into these areas, because now, baby, we got these motherfuckers moving into the mountains, and they build it up. I watch them on TV. I love watching it. I love watching it. Now they moving into the mountains and getting tractor trailers and knocking down land and building up, container houses. I love watching it on TV. We're gonna be up there too. Don't matter. Now, again, this is just Black alone. This is just Black alone. What do I mean when I say Black alone? I mean, like me, both of my parents are Black. Oh, well, hold on now. Now my father is okay, but Black alone. You know what I mean. My father's Black, my mother's Black. All right, he got some Black feet in him, but primarily I'm considered a Black person. But yeah, I gotta go. Cause we didn't even get into the Black and Asian, the Black and Hispanic, the Black and white, the Black and Italian, Black and Jamaican, the Black and Haitian, the Black and Irish. If you add all that Black in there, along with this Black, why y'all keep saying that we are the minority? We ain't gonna never be the minority. But had y'all left us in Africa, and even though they try to like keep themselves separated out, because there's Native Americans and then there's Indians from India, the country India, that migrate over here. They try to make sure they don't have babies with us so far, but they're a small number. But they're trying to grow. They are trying to grow. So we don't have a whole bunch of babies with them. But they love to come over here and get married, and then come over here and bring their families over here and bring their wives over here and have 2 and 3 wives. You see, once they get over here and they have the wife, that husband marries over and over and over and over and over again. But that's going to catch up to that husband. And all them illegal marriages and all them illegal kids, they're going to get kicked the fuck right out this country. So that's going to catch up to them. Because they're not here legally. So then there's the Native Americans. We in there too. Look at me. I gotta go cut this tape. Have a good day. But we're gonna come out the woodwork on your ass. Soon as you think you can keep attacking us. See, and you think you're slick. You attack us in places where you know we really can't attack y'all back because we got too much to lose to attack all of y'all. But that's okay. A day of reckoning is coming. A day of reckoning is coming. Have a nice day.